Hi, welcome back to our channel. This is Trio Inspired. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make sweet chili sauce, so Thai sweet chili sauce, and it's really easy and it's really quick. The ingredients you'll need are what I've got here. You'll need chilies, so you'll need red or green. I actually prefer to use red, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use these red chilies. Distilled vinegar, water, corn flour, salt and sugar. I would probably recommend using white sugar for this recipe, but I don't have any of that either because we don't eat white sugar. So I'm going to use coconut sugar and see how that goes. I haven't used it yet, so I'm just going to see how that goes. And you'll need 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to chop all of them up and lay all the ingredients out, and then I'll come back to you. I just started doing the garlic and I realised that, I mean, if you've dealt with garlic then you'll probably know anyway, but the easiest way I find to get into garlic cloves is to just get a knife and give it a bang, and the skin then just comes right off, and that is definitely the best way that I found it, because you don't crush it to nothing as well. Okay, so now I've chopped it all up. I've only roughly chopped it because I'm going to put it in the blender anyway, but I'm just going to use a normal blender, and I'm going to add all of the ingredients into here straight away because you need to blitz it all up. Okay, so I'm going to add that to it. A teaspoon of salt. Okay. Half a cup of sugar. Like I said, this is the coconut sugar. I think the idea of using white sugar is to keep the colour really pure, so that normally you can see through the syrup that's in the sweet chilli sauce, but we'll just have to see how this one turns out. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Just move that one out of the way. Just make sure I've got everything in there that I need. Okay, yeah, and I need the 3/4 of a cup of water. So I'm going to add that in there too. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to blend that up and come back to you. Okay, so what we have after we've blended it is we've got this really runny mixture. Now, this would normally have red flecks in it, but because I've used green chili, it's got the green flecks in it. So I'll show you. I don't want to do it with that spoon. Okay, so you can just sort of see it's quite chunky still. You don't want it to be completely blended because otherwise you won't be able to see the chili running through it. It'll be more of a paste then, so I would definitely recommend it having that kind of consistency. Okay, and the next thing you'll need to do is to pop it into a pan and bring it to the boil. So I'm going to just move my camera and set it up so that you can see the pan, and I'll be back. Right, hi, I'm back, and I've got Gamer Boy here helping me with the camera.
Hello.
Okay, right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this mixture into the pan. Okay, so that's now on the heat. I've got it on a really high heat.
What temperature is it on?
It's on, I've got it on a number 6, so I've got it on the highest.
Number 6 down here?
Yeah, and I'm just going to leave it for a minute, and I'm going to bring it to the boil. And once it started boiling, I'll come back. Okay, see you in a bit. Hiya. Now it's boiling, I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes. I'm probably going to leave it for about 3 or 4 minutes just to let the bits of chili soften. And as soon as I'm happy with that it's sort of gone a little bit thicker, reduced a little bit more, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to then add the cornstarch to it. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back, and Yeah, right. It's boiled. It's gone a bit thinner. If you were to use white sugar, this would be clear and you would be able to see the flecks through it. So I would definitely recommend that. But it still works. It will still taste the same.
What sugar are you using?
We're using coconut sugar. So that's going to that should taste really good. Plus it's natural. So I quite like the idea of that. It's not messed around with. It's unrefined. So one thing I meant to say about chilies was when you're choosing your chilies, there are obviously different temperatures of chilies. There, you know, some are really strong and some are mild. I always tend to go for the mild ones. But the other thing that you've got to bear in mind is that the heat is in the seeds and it's in the veins. So depending on how strong you want it, how spicy you want it, you probably, like me, I don't like it hugely spicy. So I've removed most of the seeds and most of the veins. So it's mostly just chilli in here. I did leave some in because their dad likes to have it quite spicy. So yeah, don't go touching your face with your hands or your ears or anything like that, or your face, because chili will burn. So it's not a pleasant experience.
Well, it's common knowledge, but it's good to know either way. You never know who's watching.
You never know.
And another thing as well, if you're going to buy certain chilies, then don't go, well, if you want, you can go for the hottest chilies, but it will give you, like, tummy aches, so I just recommend just having the normal chilies. It depends what you spice at. Like I said, my dad, he eats a lot of chilies.
If you're not used to chilies, then you're going to start off really, really, really mild.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make up the mixture to thicken it up, because we need to thicken this up. It's too thin. So I'm going to take 1/4 cup of water, and I'm just going to pop it into this container here.
We're going to be testing it as well, guys, at the end.
And I'm going to add a tablespoon of corn flour to that. So I just want to mix it up just to make it easier to go in. Okay, so I'm going to give that a stir.
It smells so strong, but it smells so nice as well.
Yeah. You want to just keep stirring it until you get rid of any lumps. It should just look like milk, really. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's completely dissolved. There's no lumps left in that. Okay, so then I'm going to add that to the mixture.
Ooh.
And it's going to lighten it up a little bit, but that's actually better. So I'm going to turn it up again a little bit more, because I turned it down to 3 because I didn't want it to be bubbling furiously. I didn't want it to get any thinner than what it was. And I'm just going to stir this in until it goes a little bit thicker, because the corn flour will thicken it. So it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long at all.
I can't wait to try it.
Yeah, it should be really nice.
Should be better than the shop bought ones.
Yeah. Well, we've made it lots of times before, but we've made it with the with different sugar, so it's been a lot easier to see through. It's been a lot clearer, but it certainly smells the same.
Oh, another thing as well, check out that slime video as well. My mother made some, I think, last week.
Yeah, I made that. That's on there now.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a family channel, so we're going to be doing our bit in it. But it looked kind of nice. But I don't like touching slime, but I wouldn't mind doing a review on some of them from different companies, and even from what my mother makes. But
yeah, it's more Shadow Player and Foxy that like playing with slimes, isn't it? I think they're going to do a review on the slime I made. Okay, so I'm going to let this thicken up, and then I'm going to let it cool down, and I'll come back to you when it's in the pot, and can see what it's like. Yeah, Gamer Boy can have a taste, let you know. Okay, it's all done, and I've jarred it up, so it's in this jar, and I have to say it definitely looks a lot better when it's made to look clear. And you can see the flecks through it. Gamer Boy is going to try it and see what it's like, and I have tried it and it is spicy. So go on then, give it a try.
Beautiful.
Yeah, very nice and very spicy.
Yeah, spicy.
Okay, so we're going to leave it at that, and if you like the video, then feel free to comment below, and I will leave this recipe in the description below. And yeah, do you want to say goodbye, Gamer Boy?
Yeah, and a question for you. Do you like sweet chili sauce, and would you try it? Write down in the comments below if you would. And I'm Gamer Boy.
And please like and subscribe.
Yes. And peace!